All right, guys, so as we saw late last night, that report that came out that Aaron Rodgers had met with the New York Jets on Monday, now we're getting more and more info about the real possibility of a trade happening between the Packers and the Jets for Aaron Rodgers. Over the last few hours, we've gotten more info from multiple reporters, so this is definitely happening. This isn't hearsay anymore. Aaron Rodgers has been meeting with the New York Jets. We see here from Rob Demoski, per Dan Graziano, talks between Aaron Rodgers and the Jets will continue into today. And then another update a couple hours later, sources tell Dan Graziano and me that a contingent of Jets team officials are scheduled to fly out today to meet in person with Aaron Rodgers. Then Dan Graziano clarified on who that contingent of Jets officials is. I'm told the Jets contingent on the way to California includes team owner Woody Johnson, general manager Joe Douglas, head coach Robert Saleh, offensive coordinator Nathaniel Hackett, possibly others. So guys, this is definitely real. I know a lot of people last night were kind of on the fence if they believed the report or not. And you have every right to with all these wild reports over the past month. You really don't know what to believe. But this is multiple sources, verified sources, that Aaron Rodgers and the Jets are meeting. And one thing to clarify on that, because I know people have been saying, oh, isn't that tampering because Aaron Rodgers is still under contract with the Green Bay Packers. It's not if the Green Bay Packers allow Aaron Rodgers to meet with the New York Jets. So that's a big telltale sign there. The fact that he's meeting with the New York Jets means that the Green Bay Packers are allowing him to meet with the Jets. So at this point, it seems like they are very open to trading Aaron Rodgers. Of course, the right offer has to come in, and if a team really doesn't offer what they think he's worth, I'm sure we could still see Aaron Rodgers as the Packers quarterback this year, but that's looking less and less likely. As I stated in last night's video, it was very apparent last week from Brian Gutekunst when talking about Jordan Love in comparison to talking about Aaron Rodgers. So we kind of were all getting this sense that it seemed Gutekunst was ready to move on to Jordan Love. And I'm sure Rodgers got that sense too. I'm sure he watched that interview or saw reports or just the quotations of what Gutekunst said in that press conference and got the sense that, hey, seems like the Packers are ready to move on. I don't want to retire right now. What's it going to be like playing for another team, maybe for 1 or 2 more years at the end of my NFL career? And it seems very obvious at this point, Aaron Rodgers is not retiring. It isn't official yet. He hasn't came outright and said he's not retiring, but it's kind of like, why would he go meet with the front office of the New York Jets about a potential trade if he was going to retire anyways? He might just want to see how that feels and see if he wants to go through with all that and at the end retire anyway, but it really just doesn't make much sense. And this is definitely huge because all of the main Jets front office is going to meet Aaron Rodgers. Woody Johnson, who I feel like will give up just about anything to get Aaron Rodgers on that football team. General manager Joe Douglas, who we've seen Aaron Rodgers have conversations with before. Head coach Robert Saleh, and of course offensive coordinator Nathaniel Hackett, who we all know was pretty close to Aaron Rodgers the years he was offensive coordinator here in Green Bay. So last year, the Denver Broncos tried to bring in Nathaniel Hackett as a head coach to maybe lure in Aaron Rodgers, and it obviously didn't work. They went out, traded for Russell Wilson. It was pretty much a dumpster fire over there. The Jets are doubling down on that. They hired Nathaniel Hackett to be their offensive coordinator, likely to try to lure Aaron Rodgers when that time does come. And as of right now, it seems like it is working. Because as of right now, I think now more than ever, in terms of the last few years, a trade is actually a possibility. So again, we ask ourselves, what would that compensation be? I know it's all over the board. A lot of people think the Packers could get multiple first-round picks, and other people are saying there's no way that the Jets are going to give up multiple first-round picks. At the end of the day, this is my opinion. I think Woody Johnson's going to give up whatever the Packers ask, obviously in reason, to get Aaron Rodgers in that building. They've been needing a quarterback like that for a very, very long time, and they have a very talented roster. Yes, they missed the playoffs, but they really didn't have a starting quarterback any point in the last season. They have a lot of young talent on the offense, Breece Hall, Garrett Wilson, a very solid defense as well with a defensive head coach. So it'll kind of be like Aaron Rodgers and Nathaniel Hackett kind of running that offense. And I'm sure that's appealing to Aaron Rodgers. But if I'm the Green Bay Packers, I'm starting this trade off with, okay, we want this year's first-round draft choice from the New York Jets at minimum, the 13th overall pick. Then the Packers have the 13th overall pick and the 15th overall pick, and they can either A, move up into the first round or get 2 really, really good players in the middle of that first round there. Then you ask, okay, is there another player that could potentially be added into that trade, like Elijah Moore or a defensive player? We don't really know right now if there's even been an offer made from the Jets to the Green Bay Packers. I'm sure after this meeting, a lot more will come out on, the potential of that trade and what that compensation may look like, or if Aaron Rodgers is simply going to retire, which I think is still a possibility. I don't believe he's going to retire just by the fact that he's doing all of this. I think he still wants to play, and it seems very apparent, and he probably realizes that the Packers want to move on to Jordan Love, and it's probably going to have to be elsewhere, so he's trying to see how that would look. But yeah, this is a crazy day so far. I expected something this week, but I didn't expect this so quickly. We'll see as more news comes out. It'll all be here right on this channel. So if you are new here, make sure to click the subscribe button, leave a like on the video, and turn on post notifications so you don't miss any of these updates. But I'll catch you on the next one. Thanks for watching, and as always, go Pack Go.